Breaking news coming in, former Union Minister Jaswant Singh has passed away in the national capital. He had been hospitalized in the Army Research and Referral Hospital in Delhi's Dholakua. A veteran member of the BJP, Jaswant Singh served in several central ministries for the first NDA government. He was the Union Finance Minister for the last 2 years in Atal Bihari Vajpayee-led government. During his tenure as the Finance Minister, Singh introduced the state VAT, which helps states generate more revenue. This is news just coming in that former Union Minister Jaswant Singh has passed away. I am joined by Times Network senior editor Srinjoy Chaudhary. Srinjoy, we have seen condolences pouring in from the Prime Minister and the Defence Minister as well, and they all have in fact acknowledged that Mr. Singh was a key member of the BJP, a veteran who in fact guided the party for many years and made his mark in several of the ministries that he headed during the first NDA government.
There's no doubt. Jaswant Singh in that Vajpayee era was not only a personal friend of Vajpayee, but he was also a very, very important minister in the cabinet. Apart from perhaps Mr. L.K. Advani, there was nobody who was as important in that cabinet. He was finance minister, he was external affairs minister, and he was also the defense minister for a short while when George Fernandez had to resign. Besides that, he was very respected as an intellectual. He has written about India's strategic affairs, about defending India, literally. And importantly, when India's nuclear blast happened, he was the one who reached out to the world because India had become a pariah. At that time, it was he who spoke consistently with America, with his counterpart again and again on many issues, and gradually things came back to normal. So Jaswant Singh was a particularly important person in the cabinet, and at that time had a very important role vis-a-vis India and India's return to the center of international affairs after that blast in Pokhran in 1998. Jaswant Singh was also a former soldier. He was an army officer. He was loved the armed forces, and when he became defense minister, he had an understanding of how the armed forces really work. Besides that, he has been a parliamentarian for many years, for decades, in fact, from Rajasthan and also from West Bengal. And it has to be said that he had friends not only in the NDA, but he often reached out to the opposition at that time, and many of his friends were from the opposition, like Somnath Chatterjee, for instance, was a particularly close friend.
Right, Srinjoy, thank you so much for joining us with that. And the Prime Minister, as we mentioned, has also tweeted on Jaswant Singh's demise. PM tweeted, and I quote, "Jaswant Singh Ji served our nation diligently, first as a soldier and later during his long association with politics. During Atalji's government, he handled crucial portfolios and left a strong mark in the worlds of finance, defense and external affairs, saddened by his demise."